We're here at YCS Orlando, Florida. My goodness, the biggest YCS of 2025. 12 rounds of Swiss, over 2,000 players with, whoa, top 16 contestant. Please introduce yourself to the world, bro.
I'm Derek Mead. I got top 16 playing Striker Tenpai.
What made you decide to play this deck, bro?
So I got top 32 at Anaheim playing Tenpai. Then they killed my deck, killed my deck. And I tried a bunch of other decks. I didn't like the Rise Out cards. Malice, I don't like getting Lancia. I tried like Pure Feats of the variants, I just didn't like them. And eventually I just, came back to old reliable and did okay.
Okay, sweet. Before we start the profile, any shout-outs?
Yes, shout out to everybody in Arizona. Shout out to Mitchell and Klaus, who also topped. They got top 64 and top 32 as well. Shout out to Wyatt, especially because we tested a lot and he gave me some cards. Shout out to Jackson, shout out to Jesse, shout out to Logan, all the Arizona boys who came or who are back in Arizona rooting for me.
Well, without further ado, please show us the top 16 Goot.
Sure. So for Tenpai Engine, I played 3 Genroku, 2 Hydra, 1 Tundra, 1 Fadra, and then all the 1-ofs. So most of this is pretty standard. Obviously, you play one of these because they make you. The 1 Fadra, I've never been a believer in 2 Fadra. I just hate drawing this card. Day 1, I drew this card 11 times, I believe. Round 1, I drew him in every single game 1. Yeah, so I don't want to play more of this card. He was fine at 1. The other thing that's maybe a little different is playing 3 Genroku, 2 Hydra. So big thing for this deck is Droll. Droll's very scary because you're drawing a lot of cards. And Genroku Genroku kills through Droll, whereas Hydra doesn't. If you get Droll and you have Hydra, it doesn't do anything. If you get Droll and you have Genroku, you can still kill them sometimes. And then having the extra Genrokus is nice, just for like if you get made to go first. I tried this deck with 1 Genroku, 2 Genroku, 3, but like going first, you have to make seals. You want to go like Hydra, search a Genroku. You don't want to waste your Tundra or Fadra or any of those turn 1, especially not against Mouse because they can banish them from the graveyard. So you just want to like search a Genroku and then have extras in the deck. And then Hydra also runs out of targets to search with only having 2 targets. So having the 2 Hydra, you need the name for like Tundra to synchro summon, but other than that, I think this was perfect.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. And then obviously we have less names, so you need to draw engines. So I think playing 3 Genroku is just like you need to play 3 of something. So 3 Genroku I think just makes sense.
Okay.
And then I played 2 Thrust and 3 Talents. So originally I was playing 3 Thrust, but again 1 Droll scary and 2 you don't want to clog on too many of the same name. Talents is a bit different because Talents, like if you bait a monster effect before searching, you can like Talents look at their hand and rip the Droll, rip the Ash. Obviously it's a breaker as well, so it's just insane. Thrust is still technically engine because you can thrust into terraforming, into summoning, but it's engine that loses 2 Droll as well. So relying on it for engine is like if you have to, it's nice. But yeah, I think this felt pretty good. I was playing 3 before, but I went out of 2, and I think this felt pretty perfect. For the striker stuff, I played 3 Engage, 1 Drones, 1 Afterburner, and 2 Widow Anchor. So the striker stuff is kind of engine because you can engage into drones make a Kagari, get back drones then make Hita, and if they have a big enough monster, you can crash the Hita, and then Hita can search Genroku, so it gives you, then you just kill them with Tenpai cards. So it's kind of engine if they have stuff in attack position, and you're not in control. Other than that, it's just you're drawing cards, it's breakers. The 2 Widow Anchor I think was really good. Before I was like playing 1, like siding extras. I think just having the 2 was nice because I wanted to not side this card and side different cards instead. The 2 definitely came up, like having the multiple negation options. Afterburner is really good because it's like not only popping monsters but also popping back row. Like sometimes you're just like Afterburner, pop a monster, pop a back row, Kagari, get it back, pop a monster, pop a back row, just to clear like imperms, random spell interrupts. Like I played against U-Bell and like popping the Nightmare Pain is really good because then so you can kill them. Yeah, I think this is pretty perfect. Also, having the extra targets to search for engage is nice because you kind of want to loop engage and draw like multiple times.
Yeah.
And then for the breakers, 3 Ulti Slayer, Cards Crazy, 2 Lightning Storm and a Duster, 3 Book of Eclipse, and then 3 Monotronus. So I also played this at Anaheim. Originally I wasn't gonna play this in this deck, but I was like, pretty much the day before I was like, I'll play it. And this card was pretty crazy the entire weekend. All these cards are good. Monotronus and Eclipse are nice because they're also good going first. If you get made to go first, once people know you're playing Tenpai, they're both good. And then Eclipse is not once per turn, hits Desiree and stuff. We'll get more to Metaltronus when we get to the extract with the targets. All these cards were crazy.
So you opt to go second from die roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not playing Feast with the cards, you're not playing Bestials, you just blind second and OTK. And then the last 5-6 cards are Upstart.
Oh my.
Another Upstart. So originally I was playing Into the Void as well as a 5th Upstart. But 1, Droll, you don't want to draw too many draw cards if you get Drolled. And 3, Into the Void was kind of awkward because you have to discard your hand. So like if you get made to go first, if you draw like a Chandra, or if you like against Malice, you have to take it out because of Lancia. So Into the Void was a little awkward. It was kind of the worst upstart, so I took it out. I didn't miss it. I think Chicken Game was okay. It gives you another terraforming target as well. In case you open like terraforming, Sand, and summoning, you can like search another target. Then the last two cards are one Called By and then one Salesman. So people don't know what Salesman does. You just declare any card name. Your opponent can't use it for the turn, and then you can't use it for the duel. The second part obviously doesn't matter because I'm calling Ash Blossom and I don't play Ash Blossom. But you can pretty much just call anything that is a problem. You can call like Fiends with Desiree to like force the negate. You can call Fiends with the Paradise to hit the trap card. You can call if you have like Genroku. If you baited everything, you have Genroku in this. You can just effect call Ash Blossom, normal summon Genroku, and just kill them. Yeah, this card was super good. Like I won a lot of games just because of this card. Against my opponent just had like a 4-mat Rizal Detonator. I just effect call Detonator, and then he can't use it, even if it affects the player. So just like they can't pop it, bring it back, and then it's not affected. Like you just call it, and then for the turn they just can't detonate it. Yeah, this card was super good. And then Call By is of course Call By.
Yeah. So pseudo 36 card deck, yeah.
Yeah, 36 card deck. 36
Okay, that's nice. That's 40 guys.
Yeah, 40 clean. Yeah, it's gonna have to when they hit all the Tenpai cards. Extra deck, 2 Biden. One Trident, one Transcendent. I didn't play any extra synchros. The only difference from Anaheim was we played Q-Bolt because we decided Shifter, but cut the Q-Bolt. I was playing this originally, but I think you do need the second one, especially just because Ulti Slayer you need a Synchro to send against some random Synchro deck. And the second one came out, so I think you just need to play. Obviously you need to play these, and I think the second one comes with enough to justify it. For the links, I played Striker, Seals, Hida, and Princess. Seals explanatory. Hida again is pseudo engine. Princess is your second Quadra. I played Striker even though I didn't play SP because sometimes you need to link away a Tenpai monster to free up the main monster zone for your Striker cards. Also, I summoned this off of Metaltron, so I hit a Muckcracker with this because it's a Dark with 1000. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. For the Striker cards, I played Kagari and Shizuku. Kagari standard. Shizuku I played because if you get made to go first, you can make Shizuku and search a free card. And then sometimes you'll have like 2 spells in graveyard, drones, engage, and so you want to go drones, make the Shizuku, put the 3rd spell in grave, and then turn that into Kagari. Or not turn it into engage first, draw a card, and then turn it into Kagari to engage. So it gives you like a way to put an extra spell in graveyard for an extra draw. Yeah. I mean, I made Kagari pretty much any game I had the Striker stuff, and then Shizuku I made a couple times too. So they're both good. And then the Slayer and Metaltron targets are the Tri Brigade, Garura, Aggregator, Desiree, and Detonator. So these are mostly for Ulti Slayer, but the nice thing about playing Ulti Slayer and Metaltronus is the targets kind of overlap. So this is a Ulti Slayer target because you can, bounce Detonator, send this, but it's also a Metaltronus target because it's a Dark Cybers, so you can use it against Malice monsters. And then also by playing Detonators and Metaltronus target, it gives you an extra Xyz. So if you open like 2 Ulti Slayer against Razio, you can like Ulti Slayer bounce 1, and then Ulti Slayer bounce the second one with this. Detonator is obviously Metaltronus just for Detonator, but Desiree is Metaltronus for like pretty much anything. Like it hits so much stuff. So it hits Fiendsmith stuff. It hits Caesar because he's a Fiend with 2800 attack. It hits Griffin because he's a light Fiend. It hits, obviously hits Desiree. Like a lot of times I got made to go first, and my opponent would just Fiends the combo, and I would just let them, and then they go Sequence, Fuse, and then they would summon this, and I would just Metaltronus, banish it face down. So yeah, this hits like it hits a Bow of Coup, because it's a Fiend with 2800, it hits just, so many cards this card just randomly hits. Yeah, these cards were all good, and then I definitely draw a lot of cards off Guru as well.
Oh yeah.
On the side deck, 3 Book of Moon, 3 Impulse. Impulse was here mostly for Malice, but also this is what I would set in against Rise of Fiendsmith if I didn't know if I was going first or second. Book of Moon is good going second as a breaker in case if you don't know if you're going for second, if they go first again, you can use it as a breaker. Impulse is like fine against them. You can hit Ice, you can hit the Fiendsmith stuff, you can hit like if they make you go first, you can set it and hit like Lurie and stuff. You can hit Sequence with it. Yeah, Book of Moon was especially really good. I thought about playing Xyz Encore instead, but Encore can only hit the Ryzeal half of the deck, whereas Book of Moon hits both the Ryzeal and the Fiendsmith stuff. If they go Lurie, you can just book the Lurie. Yeah. Like there were definitely games where I would go second and just open like Book of Moon, Book of Eclipse, and just break the board with just books. Books and Tenpai monsters. Yeah. And then I played 3 Droll. This was for the Mitsurugi deck and the Water deck. I never played against this deck, so I didn't put this in. And then the last 6 cards were just more Malisate, 3 Lancia. And then I played 3 Chaos Hunter. This card made a lot more sense at Anaheim when you had more Tenpai cards. This card is definitely very high risk, high reward. Because
you used it today?
I won a yes earlier. I beat a mouse player with this card. So yeah, Chaos Hunter did Yeah.
And obviously, like a lot of cards beat it. Like Talon's Take is like a huge punish. You can't put it against the Fiendsmith Malice deck because they can just like engrave or send it. So it only works against like pure
Malice or Bestial Malice. And it's weird because like it conflicts a little bit with the structure cards. If you don't know what card sucks, but like at the end of the day, if you summon it and it resolves, like you kind of just win because your opponent can't finish cards.
Sweet.
I think it was pretty perfect.
Thanks again on being on the channel, and congrats on top 16, man.
Thank you.
Until next time, everyone. Borderline.